All right, so we have a Kenmore Elite. We have a code F40. We got some good information on this video if you Google this one or look it up on YouTube for F40. F01, that's a good video. That talks about the proper repair if you have an F01. So we have an F40 on this machine. However, it's a little bit different. Okay, so on this video, he talks about replacing the thermal fuse. And in his case, that solved the problem. When you go through the diagnostic chart on this sheet that comes with the machine that says for service technicians use only, but it's very handy for regular people also. And when you go through the flow chart on this paper, it tells you to look for corrosion or a poor connection on the communication cable between these two control units. Okay, you're looking for corrosion in here or poor connection. But in my case, these terminals look fantastic. There's no corrosion on them. All right, the next step they want you to check is they want you to check the windings on the blower motor on the bottom of the machine. Okay, forgive me here, I'm screwing up. Okay, so this is a 3-phase motor, and you want to check all 3 phases. So you want to check continuity between the gray and the orange and the pink, and then the pink and the gray. So you'll unplug this feed and you'll check continuity between all 3 of these, and you should be around 55 ohms or more. And the sheet here will give more specifics on that. If you check these out and they check out okay, all right, and if you spin the motor on the bottom, there's no binding in the motor, they're telling you to replace this control unit. All right. One thing they didn't touch upon was that if you don't have power at this unit, it's not going to power up. It's not going to communicate with this unit. And I think they kind of dropped the ball on that deal. So I don't have power here. I didn't test it. I didn't plug the machine in to test it, but I know I don't have power here, and I'll get to that in a second. So this video solves the issue of not having power here by replacing this thermal fuse. If this fuse blows, the power lead here at this junction loses power going up to the motor control unit, which is this black wire here. So when you replace this fuse, you now have power back at the unit, and now you have communication across this cable. In my case, I had a code F40, however, I had the problem of the F01, which is that this relay connection here on the back of the circuit board, that solder joint is totally smoked, and I'm not getting any power out of this blue wire right here. The black wire is your line source coming in. The blue wire is the power coming out on, forgive me here, this circuit right here, blue to the thermal fuse. So in my case, I have the problem of F01, the symptom of F40. So we're going to get a new relay, and we're going to solder it onto that board, and that's going to solve our communication issue. In the meantime, I have resoldered this just so that we can